Returning to our top story now, and 15 new coronavirus cases have been recorded in New South Wales today. Joining me live now is the Northern Beaches Mayor Michael Regan. Appreciate your time today, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
It's day 2 of lockdown. How are you going and how are the locals feeling?
Oh, look, I'm fine. I'm doing my bit in keeping everyone informed and keeping an eye on things and working with our staff to help New South Wales health staff, and we're also doing our own frontline services, obviously, such as childcare and road repairs and garbage collection, all that sort of things. We're keeping operations going as it needs to do, but our residents, they're a bit, I think they're remaining optimistic for Christmas. I think it's fair to say it was good news today, only 15 cases with 38,000 tests, which is amazing. So if that's a good trend by Wednesday, fingers crossed for some good news, hey?
It certainly is a positive sign as well that they're all linked, especially from a record number of testing. Most of the community adhering to the rules that are in place, do you think?
Yeah, look, I spoke to the local area commander. She's very happy with what's happening over here. The police are really visible and they're out there and they're not reporting anything of any significant nature, which is great. So by and large, the community are doing the right thing. Apart from getting testing, they're staying away from, and then they're wearing masks when they're out, which is great. The cafes are supporting that with just getting takeaways and the like. They're doing their normal exercise, which we were doing back in the lockdowns, in April, March type thing. So by and large, it seems everyone's doing the right thing. It's pretty much a ghost town everywhere else. So again, fingers crossed that we're optimistic for Wednesday's announcement.
Well, look, New South Wales Health contact tracing is world class, and they've proven that in the past. Do you think we've got this new cluster under control now?
Look, it seems like it. You never jump ahead and you never jinx it. I'm an old cricketer, so I believe in a jinx, and I don't want to jinx it, sort of thing. But look, it looks like they're on top of it, which is we knew they would be. We're always confident they would be, I guess I should say, and they're doing that. And I should say too that we're helping New South Wales Health identify new places to open up more testing clinics. So we've got another one at North Curl today in the Surf Club car park. We've got another one up at Newport. And we're looking at other locations like it. So Manly, for example, for walk-ins and things, we're asking if there's some of the schools can open up so we can continue to get more testing, because those traces, you've seen some more locations pop up overnight through Manly. And it'd be good to get some help down there and some walk-in testing clinics down there as opposed to driving over to the old hospital site, which is a bit of a nightmare with queues at the moment.
Will certainly help, that's for sure, if that can happen. Look, you mentioned earlier that restrictions will be reassessed on Wednesday. What do you hope this looks like?
I guess the hope is that we go back to normal. That's obviously the first and foremost. Where we were 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago even. Geez, it's only 1 week ago. It feels like forever. But I guess we're hoping to go back to that. I mean, realistically, it's not likely. We might be given restrictions back to, say, 10 people, which is what Greater Sydney are at the moment. We've got to manage those expectations, or the government's got to manage those expectations. So we're hoping, obviously, for the utopia, which is go back to what it was a week or two ago and what we're all looking forward to and what we're all planning for. But the numbers are heading in the right direction. But we've got to see a few days of that, and the Premier made a very important note about that, as did Dr. Kerry Chant. So yeah, look, we're optimistic.
Look, it comes at such an unfortunate time, so close to Christmas. How is the community feeling? Are their spirits okay at the moment?
Oh, look, everyone's had their plans affected, but there's not one single person who hasn't had their plans affected. So they're a bit annoyed, they're a bit angry, but they're accepting. So I want to be really clear about that. They're accepting of it, they're getting on with it, they're doing everything asked of them and then some. They're supporting each other, they're supporting the local community. We're looking after the testers because they're doing some long shifts. Those 12+ hour shifts in all weather is huge and without much of a break. So we're trying to look after them. The community spirit's relatively positive, but it's just, they're realistic, I guess, and we're trying to make sure that we give every possible chance for some positive news on Wednesday so we get a great Christmas. So yeah, we're staying hopeful and positive.
Well, we're thinking of you, and fingers crossed for Wednesday. Michael Regan, Northern Beaches Mayor, I really appreciate you taking time out to speak with me today.
No, thank you. And again, thank you to our community and for what they're doing. It's a great response.